What's up, dreamers? Now, we've been inside the stock market for a very long time now, and you start to see the same patterns go over and over and over again. And you start to recognize these patterns and start to take full advantage of them. One of the patterns that we've been recognizing on this channel for a while now is stock splits. Now, what's so good about stock splits? Stock splits usually outperform the stock market by around 6%. Means if the S&P 500 goes up 6%, the company that had a stock split will go up 12%. If the S&P 500 stays sideways and don't go up at all, that means the company that had a stock split will go up 6%. And then if the S&P 500 drops 6%, the company that had a stock split will break even. So stock splits, that pattern inside the stock market, looking at historical data, is one advantage that we have on our side to take full advantage of the stock market and become successful traders. Now, in this video, there's 3 stock splits I want to bring you guys that is upcoming. There's a 2-to-1 stock split. There's a 4-to-1 stock split. And there's even a 100-to-1 stock split, a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, what does a stock split mean? That means, let's say if you have $100, right? And you want to have a 100-to-1 stock split from this $100. Now, if you do a 100-to-1 stock split, this $100 bill, one share, is now going to be worth $101 bills right here. It's going to be worth $101 bills. So if I give you this, guess how much money you have? You'll have $100. If I give you this, guess how much money you have? You'll have $100. So you're saying, what is the difference if I still have $100 at the end of the day? Well, to become an investor, it's a little easier to invest inside of a stock, a ticker symbol that is a little cheaper, that becomes more affordable to retail investors like me and you. And then it opens up the game to more bigger investors to do option trading on these cheaper companies now after the stock split, because once you get 100 shares, you can start to sell covered calls, you can start to sell cash secure puts, and it also make leap options a lot cheaper for traders. So it brings a lot more cash to a company that is now more affordable. Even though nothing about the company, the market evaluation have not changed at all, it's still $100 at the end of the day. It just becomes more attractive to retail investors, traders, option traders, and it brings in a lot more investors inside of these companies, which is why they usually outperform the stock market by around 6%, looking at historical data. Now, on the last video, I showed you guys that O'Reilly right here was having a 15-to-1 stock split. Let's look at a quick update on them. This is O'Reilly on the 1 hour time frame. We drew out this uptrend line a very long time ago when I made that video around 3 weeks ago, and it's starting to stay true to our uptrend line. This would have been a good opportunity to buy, but me and our investors, we're looking for a better opportunity. We want to get in at a doggone good price, and that's when it's going to pull back to the 200 EMA right here, because price usually do pull back to the 200 EMA, not all the time, but it usually do. It pulled back right here in 2023. It pulled back right here in 2024. Once again, pulled back to this 200 EMA. So price usually respects this 200 EMA line on O'Reilly when it comes here, and I see it that at a good value. So once it do break this uptrend line, we're going to look for an entry. If you guys want to know exactly when I'm going to enter on O'Reilly, the 15-to-1 stock split, you guys could consider joining the Patreon, join the Lucid Dreamer Row, where I post all my technical analysis. I post my option trades in there, and we also got 7 pro day traders inside of my Patreon. You guys could look right here. This is one of my pro day traders in there. He did one on Ride went up 14%. He did one on Lemonade ended up going all the way to the roof. I think we made like 300% on the Lemonade trade alone. And inside here, you'll also have access to my master course right here, where you have different modules and learn how to trade. So guys, if you do want to join the Patreon, that link is going to be down in the pinned comment section and also inside of the description. But now let's take a look at the upcoming stock splits. The first one that we're going to look at is IBRK. They're having a 4-to-1 stock split. Now, IBKR is an American brokerage firm. The company offers a comprehensive electronic trading platform that provides direct market access to a wide range of financial instruments, including stock options, futures, forex, bonds, ETFs. So pretty much it's an investing platform, and they've been doing pretty well. Let's take a look at their charts. If we come over here, you guys can see that over the last year to date, they're actually up this year. Right now, they're up 16.95%, while the rest of the market is down. If we look at them over the last year, they're up 66%. And over the last 5 years, they are up 409%. Completely insane. So if we come over to the charts and we type in IBKR, you guys can see that over the long-term trend, this is the daily chart. They've been performing doggone pretty well all the way back from 2021. If we scroll all the way back, you guys can see that they've been on a long continuous curve up. So this 4-to-1 stock split is going to make this company even cheaper, and their stock split is coming up on June 25th, a 4-to-1 stock split. So if you divide 200 by 4, each stock is going to be worth around $50 after the stock split happens. Now, once again, you guys know that I love dividend companies. This is a dividend paying stock. Even though they have a slight dividend, it's not the biggest, but they do pay a dividend. If you look right here, you guys can see that they have grown their dividend. Last year they increased it. Is a 0.62 dividend yield, so you're earning around $1.28 per share currently. After the stock split, you'll divide that by 4. Now, if you guys see right here, they have been trending up. This would have been a great area to buy in around the 200 EMA. It's a little bit far away from the 200 EMA, so I might be a little bit patient. Here's the trick. You guys are always asking, should I buy it now? Should I buy it after the stock split? Well, it really doesn't matter, because remember, your value is the exact same. So you kind of want to wait until you see it at an amazing value, and that's where you go in. Remember, the price is always going to pull back to the price that you wanted to buy it at, right? So right now, I'm not comfortable buying it at $206, because if we look where I would love to buy it at, that is a 17% drop, and compared to its all-time high, that's only a 14% for the all-time high. So I will always want my risk to outweigh my risk to reward ratio, right? So I will wait until the top has a higher percentage than the drop of where I'm willing to buy it. So as long as it pulls back somewhere near this 200 EMA line, around $180, $170, then I'll feel comfortable buying it all the way back up to its old all-time high of around $237. So that is my plan for IBKR. The next one on the list is going to be ticker symbol PEGA. So here we are on PEGA over the last year. Once again, they're up 58%. As you guys notice, companies that's only been performing really, really well over the last year, the last 2 years, the last 5 years, that have been outperforming the stock market by many, many years. Those are only the companies that have a successful stock split, like a 2-to-1, 4-to-1, 10-to-1 stock split. Companies that are not performing well can't have stock splits. They're going to do a reverse stock splits, and those are companies that we do not want to invest into. Remember, you want to say 2-to-1, 10-to-1, 15-to-1, never the other way around, 1-to-15, 1-to-20. That's how you lose money inside the stock market, because those companies is doing the exact opposite of what we wanted to do. So over the last year, it's up 58%. Over the last 5 years, it's only up 2.52%. So let's take a quick look at what's going on inside of the market. But first, what is Pegasystems? Now, Pegasystems is a global software company. It specializes in customer engagement and business process management solutions. The company flagship product is Pega Platforms. It's a low-code application development platform that enables businesses to automate their own workflow. It enhances customers' experience, and it also implements AI-driven decision-making processes. Now, Pegasystems, it serves a diverse clientele across many different industries, such as financial services, healthcare, government, and telecommunications. Now, we come back over to the platform and let's pull it up on the charts. As you guys can see, they just had a big major dip after that earnings report right here. Had a huge drop on that earnings report. That means something did not go right on this earnings report. But on this most recent earnings report right here, something went really, really well. So this is something to dive deep into, because on this earnings report, it popped right back up. And now they have a stock split that is coming up on June 23rd. And if we pull all the way out, let's take a long look at what's going on with this company. So yes, recently it did have a long uptrend that is starting to recover, but it did have a huge drop right here back in 2021 all the way to 2022. So from around October 2021 to October 2022, so a full year of the stock just going down. That is something that we need to do a lot more research in. Just because a company is having a stock split don't mean that long term it's a good company for us. Now, just looking at statistics, This company has been performing really, really good all the way from the 2008. From 2008, it went from $5 all the way up to $145. So that is to me, it seems like it was overvalued. It was due for a pullback, had a pullback for at least a year. So, I mean, you would have seen it crash $141 all the way down to $32. That is a huge crash, but now it's starting to recover. Right here would have been a great entry to get into. Now we're looking at the all-time highs right here. Let's look at the risk to reward right here. This most recent low is down 38%. Let's look at the all-time high is 52%. So that's not bad at all. But the most recent all-time high right here would be up 16%. So I will wait and be a little bit patient until it pulls back, or wait till the 200 EMA catches up to it on the 1-day chart before I get in on this trade. So this is Pega. Now this is Pega having a 2-to-1 stock split. Now let's look at the company that is having a 100-to-1 stock split. If we come right here, you guys can see ELFIF. They're having a 100-to-1 stock split, but you can't get them on every platform like Robinhood, Webull, and Moomoo. If you want to invest inside a company like ELFIF, then you will have to use Interactive Brokers, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, or E-Trade. So yeah, you can buy them on the big apps that's on your phone. Now, what is ELFIF? It is a financial corporation limited. It is based in Canada, and it operates mainly through two sets. Now, as you guys can see right here, ELFIF, the company owns investments in equities and fixed income securities directly and indirectly through common shares. So they pretty much invest inside equities and fixed income securities. They're also inside of the life and health insurance policies, wealth management productions, employee benefit plans, and financial services, as well as mutual funds and business throughout their network of independent financial advisors. Now, this company is having a 100-to-1 stock split. So let's put them up, ELFIF. And let's go back to right here. So as you guys can see right here, over the last year, they're up 42%. And over the last 5 years, they're up 127%. If we look at that chart, you guys can see that it's a little different than everything else. There's not much volume, but if we're looking over the long-term growth, you guys can see that if we draw an arrow at the end of this, since it started all the way back in 2023, back in 2013, it goes up, traded sideways for a couple of years, but it continued to went up some more, traded sideways for a couple more years, and continued to go up even more. And as you guys can see right here, they're having a 100-to-1 stock split on June 2nd. So something happened right here where they had a big drop. It ended up recovering and continued to go up. So after the 101 stock split, this company should be around $113 after the stock split. This is one I'm probably, even though it's a 101 stock split, there's not a lot of volume, and I don't know much about this company, even though it continues to go up and up over time. Just because I'm not too familiar with this company, I might stay away from it. I have to do a lot more research before I throw money into this one. That's why O'Reilly is one of my favorite companies that's having a recent stock split, because I actually use O'Reilly. I go shop there. I know their business plan. I know everything about it. So I'm comfortable throwing my money inside of O'Reilly, even at the price that it's at right now. But ELFIF, man, that might be the opportunity of a lifetime. I just don't know much about it. And like I always say, you got to do your research before you throw your money into it. If somebody asks you to borrow $20, I'm pretty sure that you know everything about that person. That's your friend, that's your partner. You don't mind giving them $20. You know what they stay, you know if they're going to pay you back or not, right? Compared to if a stranger walk up to you that you know absolutely nothing about. That stranger could be a billionaire. That stranger could be a millionaire, but you don't know that. But if that stranger asks you to borrow $20 and you don't really know that person like that, you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. So that's the same thing with stocks. I know this stock. I don't mind throwing $20 inside this stock because I know it. Will it go up? 9 times out of 10, it will. Compared to this new stock that I just learned about, I would have to do a lot more research about ELFIF that's having a 100-to-1 stock split before I go in and throw in all of my money inside of it. Just because it looks pretty on paper, I have to do a lot more research. But yeah, guys, that is the 3 stocks that's having stock splits. We got a 4-to-1 stock split with IBKR, a 2-to-1 stock split with PEGA, and a 100-to-1 stock split with ELFIF. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section. Can't wait to see what you guys pick down there below. And if If you guys do want to join the Patreon, I'm gonna leave a link to Patreon down in the description. If you guys do want to get up to 20 free stocks, I'm gonna leave a link to Moo down in the pinned comment section as well. You sign up and they're giving you free stocks just from using that platform. That is one by far the best opportunity that I have ever seen inside the stock market. But other than that, guys, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because that helps out this channel more than you guys can possibly even imagine. Other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.